that said, I worked really hard to elect Democrats, and then not much got better. And it frustrated them that we weren't making moves that improved their lives. I learned that lesson. So when we got a majority in Minnesota, and it was a 1-vote majority, I don't care, we passed everything. Paid family medical. The road to authoritarianism is littered with people telling you you're overreacting. You're not overreacting. You're not overreacting. And I think, look, yes, I wish we weren't in this, that we'd got this done and we weren't in this goddamn mess. And I said it at some of these rallies, kind of selfishly a little bit. I said, I really wanted to win so I did not have to see him on TV for 4 years. Because it's exhausting. And there's other things we'd like to do. We would like to be with our grandkids. We'd like to do this. We'd like to go golfing. But I think this gentleman brought up the point too is, I've heard this before with people. It happened in the first inauguration. I went down to the mall on the day after, in January 2017, and I was really disappointed, and I was joined by 1 million friends, mostly women, who were out there in that mobilization. And a woman told me, she said, I can't believe I'm fighting this shit again. And she said, and then she broke into a big smile, and she says, as much a privilege as it was then as it is now. I feel the sense of privilege. Look, this is our moment. I don't think it's overstating. I know that there's a tendency to say you're living in the most interesting times. You know that curse and blessing, may you live in interesting times. Look, we're here. Nobody's going to sweep in and save us. Nobody's going to come up here, and be this charismatic, lead us there. It's going to be protests every Wednesday from 4 to 5:30. It's going to be countless things. And we're not. I'm not asking us, if you buy a shirt with a Democratic elected official on it who's buffed up like Rambo or whatever, I'm going to tell you not to do that. That is just I'm not talking that thing. But I am talking about how do we become a party that is a party of our communities, a party where everybody feels welcome, and that we're bringing in folks that they feel like they have a say in this, rather than them being talked at. So, might be, something we can... Well, I understand what I have is I have a platform and a megaphone, and my goal in doing these town halls is I was hearing that primal scream of, God dang it, do something. They're destroying our country and taking our freedoms and moving towards authoritarianism. And they got all angry when I talked about fascism. I said, quit exhibiting fascist tendencies, and we won't say that. And I think that happens. But Ben, what I would say is, I'm curious with this group, what would it look like to you if it felt like Democrats were actually doing the right work? So can we do that? 70% approval rating, way more popular than Trump. Much bigger vote, much bigger mandate, much bigger mandate. He had the House and he had the Senate. There was no charismatic Republican leader. There was John Boehner and Mitch McConnell, and they said no to everything, and it slowed the agenda. And then make sure you tell us, what would you do differently? Universal health care, strengthen Social Security, fund public schools, expand labor unions, fight climate change, get money and Musk out of politics and make it easier. Thank you. Thank you, Governor. Let's get in for you. Okay, go on.